So next speaker would be Taiten Peng. Please correct me if I'm wrong to pronounce it, Taiten. He will talk about Cicd with Snap package deployment. Hello, Taiten. Can you activate your audio? Hello. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now I think you can hear me now.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Let me open my screen for a little bit.
Yeah, you can start right now.
Sure. Oops. Okay. Wonder how that would work. Okay. Can you all see this?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I'll get started then. So hello everyone. I am Taiten Peng from Canonical Taiwan, Taipei. So I'm here today to talk about Snap development and the CI/CD process on Ubuntu and how it can work for you. So just in case no one heard Snap before, just a quick intro about Snap package. So Snap itself is a universal Linux package format, and it's now default supported on Ubuntu, and not just only Ubuntu, but also will be available for other Linux distros. So if you're another Ubuntu user, I think everyone is, at least for here today. And just in case if you're running Linux other distros, and Snap will work on your Linux distro as well, at least the mainstream one. And also there are over 10,000 snaps out there in the store available for users who would want to run snaps or leveraging the snap package being uploaded by any other developers. So if you're a ROS developer, that you can easily find a ROS packages, and source code is also available for the ROS snaps that you can recreate your own ROS applications. And if you are a MQTT or IoT device developers, you can also leverage the MQTT snaps there, which is Mosquito in the Snap Store as well. That would be easy enough for anyone to just run that and install on your device. Okay, so let's talk about Snap a little bit more.
Taiten, can you turn off the camera?
Turn off or turn on?
No, turn on. I can see your camera.
Oh, I thought I have that. Oh, okay. Okay. Can you see me now?
Not yet.
That's weird. Okay. How about
now? It's loading. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Now I can see. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see me in my room now. Okay. So I will continue. Let's go back on the slide. So Snap currently support multiple CPU architectures, so you can easily run snaps on a regular Intel or AMD, which is x86 laptop or PC. And also, if you are running Raspberry Pi, which is a ARM platform, and also other ARM devices, it is also easy enough for you to just run Snap that is currently supported for ARM 32 and 64-bit architecture as well. And some of the niche user, especially for they're mainly for the enterprise or for the mainframe, we do support IBM system and the PowerPC architecture as well. So that's what Snap is, at least for the basic. So one thing about Snap is that we are creating snaps for a better developer experience that will allow the developers easy to deploy and continuously fitting into your developer process with the CI/CD mechanism that already built in the Snap. So you can now access to the Snapcraft website that integrate with your GitHub repo and with your Snap packages, automatically trigger a Snap build whenever you have a new commit to your GitHub repo, and Snapcraft will automatically build the Snap for you on the and release to the store. So your device or the users in the crowd, that will be very easy to consume the Snap you release. So let's go into a little bit detail how it works. So let me just log into my Snapcraft account. So Snapcraft.io is the web portal for Snap developers and Snap users to go on and check out what snaps are now available, and also an interface for developers to log into their account and manage their Snap publications. So you can see me, I'm logging to my Snap developer backend on the Snapcraft.io website, and there's a list of the snaps I already published or I already uploaded to my store, so to my Snap account essentially. So let's click into the build tab here on your developer account. So when you log into your account on the build tab, you can find there's a green button that helps you to start set up your connection with the GitHub from the web page. So when I click on it, that it will helps me to first register a Snap name for me, and I already did. So let me try again with the existing snaps here. Okay, let me go back on maybe this one. So this is a small snap that I already created on my account, and it's also linked to my GitHub repo already. So you can see I already did that, and this is a link that links to my GitHub repo. So let me just check my GitHub repo on the page. So this is a pretty simple snap that it just presents a small HTTP server in a snap, and present you a easy web content in a snap. So this is a GitHub repo that's similar, and it's also already packaging in the snap format. So let me try something here. Let me just clone the code I already have here. Just open the other tab. Git clone. Oh, I already have that. I'm getting the same copy of the light HTTP web service snap here, and here is my built Snapcraft management portal for the developer. So what I'm trying to do now is to show you the process, and when I have the snap package and the source code being hosted on GitHub, and now I'm going to make some slight changes to make a new commit to my GitHub repo. So, for example, if I just do a simple updates on my configurations, maybe just add a comment. This is a test. And try to make a commit to my GitHub repo. This is a test. And then now I'm going to push back to my GitHub repo. Oh, I should use the SSH one, not the. Okay, let me try that again. I need to relog. Right. Okay, I need to log in. What is going on here? Am I doing something wrong here? It's not moving. Okay. So let me try with another one. Maybe this is odd. Usually it would just work. So what I'm trying to show you is actually when a new commit comes in to my GitHub repo, that will trigger a new snap build on the Snapcraft server. It's actually building on the Launchpad, but we provide that as another front end on the Snapcraft. So that is every time I have a new code release to my GitHub account, and that is going to give you another build immediately. And after that, you can see the new snap build being released to the store in the management portal, and then you can use that to release to the Snap store, which you can be any channel that you want to. So let's come back to the demo later. Let's resume on the slide first. I will try to fix that later. So that's the kind of the process for integrating Snap to a Snapcraft.io developer building service for you. And alternatively, there's other different ways to do that as well. I will show you a different way later. Snapcraft one is Snapcraft.io. Apparently, is the first one, but we do have other tools that allows you to implement your Cicd process with Snap packages. So okay. So one thing before the Cicd is that you have to know how to build a snap actually. So building a snap can be somehow easy and can be somehow difficult. It's always depending on how complexity is for your application or your snaps. So the tool that to build the snaps is Snapcraft. You can use a Snapcraft command to build a snap on any Ubuntu system. So I would recommend the 1804 or 2004 as your developed environment to build the snaps. And also Snapcraft is the tool to allow you to publish your snaps to the store or managing the releases to of your snaps to different channels in the store. So that's basically a command line tool compared to the web management portal for you as a developer. If you like command line better, that Snapcraft will be the one for you to manage the tool, the snap publish. And if you like web better, yeah, Snapcraft.io is the management portal for you to manage your snaps. And I think pretty much every Ubuntu user knows that we now built in Snap as a command in Ubuntu distro since 1604. So Snap is a command to allows you to download or install or remove, and sometimes doing rollback or restore a data snapshot for your snaps. So that's already built in. So if you are running 1604 or later version, snaps is a built-in command for every Ubuntu user to install your snap applications. So we have a thorough documentation to help you understand how to install snaps. So that's the Snapcraft, and you can easily to install the tool Snapcraft on your Ubuntu PC easily with the page provided here, and also with the single command here to install the development tool on your machine. So Snapcraft now is available for packaging not only from source, but also if you have binaries only files or even just a shell script, you can easily pack them in a snap or leveraging existing Debian packages from Ubuntu Archive. So for example, the like HTTP snap I was showing, let me open that like so in this snap, I was actually leveraging the existing Debian packages from Ubuntu Archive, which is light HTTP, and I was using that to build my snap. So I will go into the snap YAML file later on. Let's come back on the slide again. So we can package the binaries in the snaps, and also there are some developer libraries that already supported in Snap as well. You can packaging the C or C++ with the standard auto tools like a Makefile to build your projects into a Snap. And you can also use Java application or build a ROS applications that's already been supported in Snapcraft. So that will be easier for you or for any developers who is familiar with maybe Java already, and just take a little step further to package your snaps into your applications into snaps. So let's check into what would it takes to build a snap first. So in a snap package, you will see a snap YAML file, just like what already been seen here. My snap light httpd/snaps. There's a snap folder, and I have a Snapcraft YAML file. That's pretty essential for developers who want to build a snap package. So in the Snapcraft command, when you initially, the first command will probably the Snapcraft init to initialize the Snapcraft YAML file for your application. So when you get that, you can instantly see there are different stanzas on the Snapcraft YAML, and let's go into different stanzas in the Snapcraft YAML file. So the first part should be easy. That's metadata that specify your snap package name and how you would want to make a version on that, and also some short the summary or description of your snaps. And there's a confinement stanza on the YAML file. So confinement can be sometimes confusing to the Ubuntu developers. So we will go into the confinement later, but basically confinement is the way we improve the security of a Linux packaging on Ubuntu or in Linux in general. So once we have we manage the security level on Snap through the confinement, different classify of the confinement levels. And comment is the stanzas that specify what sort of the application or a command or which binary that you want the Snap to execute. And sometimes it also presents the service that you will want to run in the Snap. So that's pretty easy. And the last stanza is the parts. So you can see the parts stanza as a source code stanza in your Snap YAML file that will specify where you get your source code. So for example, in this stanza, the weather Snap, it is using the Node.js plugin to build the project, and it was getting the source from these GitHub repo and use a source tag to synchronize the source to build this source tag specifically. You can also name a branch or use a bazaar or use a different maybe subversion to download your source from the source code you're hosting on the server. So that's basically the four different stanzas on the Snapcraft YAML. That's should be easy enough, the four stanzas. So let's go into the first one. On the metadata that typically it would be just simple as a human readable text. But one thing to be cautious is the name for the snaps is always lower capital. So you cannot use the upper capital to name your snaps usually. That will blocks you to build a snap when you're trying to make a snap package. So just keep it in mind. And you can also name the version. Sometimes you can also use the building tool to dynamically align your version of the snap to the upstream version. For example, if you are making a snap from maybe the upstream project, and usually the upstream project has its own version tag or own version names, you can use the version dynamically to get it from the upstream source or upstream project to make a version align with the upstream one. And the description and the summary that's typically will show in the Snap store, and when user will want to search a Snap name that matches the same name that you are providing, and the description is the first one that they will see from the research result. And the confinement. So on the classic Ubuntu, desktop and the server version of Ubuntu, we support multiple different confinement security level. So the strict confinement, let's start from the strict confinement, which is the highest level of the security for the Snap. So if you set the Snap as a strict confinement, that means every application inside of the Snaps or process inside of the Snap, they are behind a sandbox or a firewall, something like that. And if you are running like what I was running, a HTTP server inside of the Snap, you would need to get the right interface for the Snap to allow your Snap outreach to the system. For example, if you want your Snap has the ability or the permission to access internet or managing the system date or time or access to a specific file on the system, you need to use a interface to manage your Snap. So that can be sometimes complicated, and that's also the most of the case that when a system or a developer, they make a Snap package and instantly find out my Snap is limited access to the system and everything. And that's the most tricky part for building a Snap when you are trying to figure out what exactly the interface that I should use on the Snap, or what type of the interface I should introduce to my Snap to have the right access to the system or to the OS. So classic confinement is somehow a larger, give you a lower level of the security limitations. So if you have a Snap confinement set up as a classic, you can access to the system file, and sometimes you still need the right access to the different Snaps file or different system permission. So for example, if you make your Snap into a classic confinement, and which your Snap is a web server, and you don't need to get it to the network access because classic already incorporate the basic permission for the Snap. And however, if you want to access to other Snaps application, then you would need a interface to be introduced to the Snaps to allow the Snap to access to other parts of the system. So that's a little bit stretch about the confinement for the Snap package or the Snap confinement. So the last one is the dev mode. So the dev mode is typically the first confinement that when we are making a new Snap package, because dev mode, what it means is that it doesn't really limit you to be blocked by the system. So you don't need to specify a interface or specify the file your Snap want to access out of the Snap. So that mode that will give you not really unlimited, but that will give you the same level when you are making a Debian package, typically, that your Snap can access to. So that's the easiest one. That's everyone would start from. Then, if you want to move into a production environment, that you move up to either classic or a strict confinement to limit or improve your security of the Snap. And on Ubuntu Core, everything is considered running on a production environment. So Ubuntu Core, that is only a strict confinement snaps is allowed in a Ubuntu Core. But on the server or desktop, you can choose either one of the confinement for your snaps. So that's it for the confinement. So for the application, so for the app stanzas, so that will give you the command or specify the interface. For example, you see here that specify a network interface, which is a plug, to allow these Snap to access to the network on the system. So if you wanted to access to a different interfaces, there are over hundreds of the interfaces now available for Snap. If you want to specify that, we have a document that specify or describe what all the interfaces are. So back on the app stanza. So app is the stanzas that describes what exactly the command the Snap is provides, or a service the Snap provides. So that's apps. I will show you later what it actually works. And for the source, we can see the source in the Snap. So in some case that we have the binaries come directly into the Snap, and sometimes we allows the Snap to build from source from time to time. So that's up to how you want to structure your Snap packages. So in this case, it is rebuilt the Snap from source every time. So that is why it links to a GitHub repo and get the source and rebuild it from scratch and provide it into Snap. So that's what parts do. So building a Snap can be somehow easy. Let me just show you in a live. So why it's still here? Okay. Let's make a different one. So let's make this is Snap. Okay. Now I'm in Snap, and let's see the folder first. So the first one here, there's nothing. Oh, I should zoom in a little bit, so that will be clear for everyone. So inside of the folder I just created, it's empty. So for me to start the Snap is pretty easy, is to use the command Snapcraft and type init to initialize the Snap package structure. So what it does is to give you a Snapcraft YAML sample file in the folder. Then you can start pulling your binaries or specify your source to the Snap package. So the first thing in the Snap I want to do is to modify the name. So let's try to modify the name here. This is a Snap, and I'm not touching anything else. Just make a different name. So next thing is let me try to build this Snap. on my machine. So by default, when you use the Snapcraft to build a machine, that will pull the multipass in the system. So the reason that the error shows up because I was running a virtual box on the machine. So multipass is another virtual machine framework that on Ubuntu. So I can now run 2 different virtual machine hosts on the system. So alternatively, I will build this without a virtual machine. So let's try destructive mode. So Snapcraft -- destructive mode is to tell the Snapcraft to build this snap without involving a clean environment. So that's somehow very likely similar to what you are building a Debian package, right? So when you are building a Debian package, you can either choose to build the package in a clean environment. That means you need to run the dbuild in a clean Debian environment or Ubuntu environment, and not pulling any other packages into the environment unless that's necessary for your Debian package. So destructive mode is something similar to dbuild that will use your local system environment to build the snap for you. So I think there's also another way to build the snap as well, which is use LXC. Let's see. Debian. Oh, I don't have LXC installed on this one, so let's skip that part. So yeah, so I've already built this snap with destructive mode, which is use my native environment to build this snap. So I have this in the successfully made in a snap already. So the next thing for me is maybe I could upload it to my GitHub account. So let's do that later. Let's just go over the slide for now. So that's how easy that you can make a snap for now, at least from a scratch, from maybe an empty snap for you. Also, that here's a example that how you can install the snap or test the snap or remove the snaps. And then I'm not going into that. I was more keen to show you how we can make the snap building process as Cicd as a topic today. So the next thing is to publish the snap, which is somehow very easy as well. So this is typically a process that when you have a snap package that you want to publish to the store, the first thing is that you need a Ubuntu One account for any Ubuntu or canonical service, essentially. So yeah, this should be kind of basic. Register account, and next thing is that go to the Snapcraft.io to register the name that you will want to use on the store. So you can also not register if your snap package name is not so common or not so popular. Then you don't really need to register actually. But typically, I would encourage you to do the register part at the first, so you won't be conflict with others. And this is a command line guidance for uploading the snap. So the first thing is that you use the Snapcraft command to log in your Ubuntu One account. So once you have that login, and you can use Snapcraft push the Snap name to the store. So let's try that on my account. So let's try Snapcraft UMI on my machine. So okay, now I am already there. So let's just try if we can push. Specify the name. So I'm going to publish this snap to the store, actually to my account. So this is not a name that already been registered. So here now he wants to confirm if I want to register the name. So let's try that, see if that will work. Anyone? I guess no one is actually using this name in the past. So okay, so I have the first snap already published to the store. So let's try if I can search these snap in the store. This is a snap. No snap is no. So there's no version of this snap in public, being able to be accessed by the public. So the reason is that now I was uploading these snap to the store. However, it's in a private channel, which is a H channel. Let me show you what it means. So on the Snapcraft portal, let me see the build. Maybe just see my published snaps. Let's see if we can find the snap here. Okay, it's here. So this is a snap. This is the snap I was just uploaded to the developer account. And let's see if we can connect to a GitHub repo. So it's not really connected to any GitHub repo at the moment. Let's see where the snap is for now. So let's see. There is a snap version already uploaded here. So the first thing for me is to move it to a different release channel. So right now I'm going to release to the H channel, and that's how simple it is now. So now I've already released the snap to the H channel. Let's see the result from the command line. Info. Let's snap info. This is a snap. See is there if it's there. So yes, so the snap is there already. It's leaving the H channel. So right now, if I want to install these snap specifically, I will use a snap install. This is snap through the H channel. So --H is, that means install that from H channel, because the snap is in the H channel. So if you have a Ubuntu machines around you, you can also try this command as well. Oh, so I need to install in the dev mode, because I was published this snap in a dev mode. So that's why the system that wants me to add the --dev mode. So let's move on how we can remove the H or the dev mode later on. So for now, I think we can still not search, get a result of this snap package from the store. So there's no snaps still. So the reason for that is we have to publish the snap into the stable channel to make it public searchable for every Ubuntu users on the internet. So the next thing is let's try to make it to public accessible. So into the Snapcraft YAML file now, let's move the confinement to dev mode to street and make it to stable grade. So once you have that in the stable grade, then you can release these snaps to either candidate or stable channel. That's what it means for. And once you have the snap into the stable channel, then it will be public searchable. So let's make another build for this snap. Div mode. Okay, so I have make another build for the snap here. It's all done on the local machines in my environment. So the next thing is that I am going to upload this. Upload this is a snap to the store. Now you see it's uploading. Let's go back to the page here. Refresh. Okay, so we have a revision 2 snap here, and let's try if we can move the revision 1, which was not in a dev mode and also in the development grade. So I cannot really move that to stable or candidate channel. So let's try with the revision 2 here. So revision 2 now I don't see any resistance on the web portal. Now I can release to the stable channel, and when I hit save, now it's done. So the revision 2 of this is a snap now is in the stable channel, and that's when you can actually search the snap from the store. This is a snap. So now I got the result of this is a snap, which is a new snap I just released to the stable channel. So somehow that can be confused for the developer how I can make my snap public searchable. So this is how you can make your snap public searchable. So okay, that's the first thing that we have done, the release to the revision 2 snaps. So let's try to install the snap again. Snap, remove this snap. So I need to remove the revision 1 first. And now I'm going to reinstall that again. This time I'm going to install this snap without --h, without --dev mode, and see if that will go through. So now it's not complaining anymore about install with the dev mode or install that from different channel. Now it's like a normal snap. You can search the same snaps on your Ubuntu machine and maybe install it a little bit. I will remove the snap in the end of the day, so you can actually try yours on the snap with the Snapcraft. So that's the first part of building the snap, right? That's is easy. So let's go on the slide. That's very easy to make your snap public to the store. So this is the Snapcraft website. Let's go back to the browser again, see if I can actually see my snap on the Snap Store. This is Snap. Okay, now it's on the Snap Store. You can actually search that and see that from the store. And it's pretty much empty for now because I was not adding any other pictures or any other descriptions. But that's kind of the first experience for anyone who never upload a snap before. This is how easily can be done with the tool that we now provided, and how you can easily to publish your applications or your snaps to the store among all the other devices. So that's how it works, basically. So this is some more details about when I click into the backend and manage my snap releases, and sometimes I can also manage the appearance of the snap, how you want to show to the public. So you can use the backend, the developer backend, to modify the descriptions or add new pictures, or manage other collaborators of the snaps with other Ubuntu accounts. If you have multiple developers who will work on the same snaps, then that will be very helpful for you. So yeah, I already showed this picture already, so let's skip that. So let's try the next things, how we can manage to create a CI/CD process with the snap we just create. So the first thing is that I need to start to make a Git repo for my snaps. For now, there's nothing, right? So let's try Git and Git commit. I forgot. Let's remove the binary file first. So I'm after Snapcraft clean. Now my folder is back into the pristine status. So I need to remove the snap here and remove the parts as well. I don't need that for now. So now it's clean again. Let me try to add the files in the folder and commit initial release of this is a snap. Okay. So the next thing is that I am going to upload this Git repo to my GitHub account. Let's try to upload to a GitHub account here. Create a new repo. Oh, I haven't signed in. Okay, I need to sign in first. 6-digit code. Please bear with me. I'm looking on my authenticator. Okay, now I'm in my personal repo. So let's create a new one here. So this is snap. Okay, that's it. Create this repo. And the next one is I'm going to push this repo. I need to add the remote first. And let's upload to push the code. Source references. Commit. Wait. Did I make a branch? I need to make a branch. Oh yes, I do need to. Let's push username. Okay, it's keep asking me username. Is this? Let's try again. Okay, let's refresh. So I have now my Snap source now upload to the GitHub repo. So this should be exactly the same what I was making. So I'm not going to make any changes to the Snap for now. So since my code now is uploaded to the GitHub repo, so the next thing I want to do is to go back to my Snapcraft account and make a link new to the GitHub repo to my Snapcraft account to make the automatic build system working. So if I hit the build button, just like I said, there's a green button getting started. So next thing is to connect to my Snap. So I've already uploaded the Snap here. So let's just go into the Snap and make the connection to the GitHub. Why it is so slow? Okay. Let's hit the go into the Snap. I just upload and hit the build tab. And now I'm going to connect to my GitHub account. So let's go into this. So I already logged in my GitHub, so it doesn't really prompt to make me log in again. So that's really convenient. And the next thing is that it's already synchronized with the Git repo I already have under my GitHub account. So the thing now I'm going to search which one. Oh, I should be able to. Okay, this is a Snap. So now it's synchronized with my Snap. So the next thing is that to start the build. So the next thing, when I hit the start the building, that should now deploy the build environment remotely on the Launchpad and synchronize the build and automatically make a new build when I have a new commit. So let's wait for a little bit. Okay, that's I think it's not going to happen anytime soon. Should wait for a few minutes. Okay, so now it's building on the remote facility that we give we share with all the developers, and this is the initial build that getting the source from the GitHub repo and build the Snap for me automatically. So that's the first build. So let's go back on the slide for a little bit and come back to that later. So this is how you manage the this is a little bit old. The backend was now in a new look and feel. So this is new, but it's kind of give you the same information how your snaps now is being published or built. So let's talk about the channels. So in a CI/CD process, the most important part is automation and the release management, right? So in the Snapcraft, we provide multiple channels for the developers to manage their release of their software on the Snap Store. So you can have the initial, maybe the quick workaround or the hotfix snaps in one channel, and then after some tasks, you promote to a later channel. And once you've done a more complete integration test with the Snap, you can promote the Snap into a public channels for everyone, or for every other devices that subscribes to the public channels. So that's how you can manage to deploy snaps into every different devices. So for example, if you have a test device that subscribe to maybe H channel or the beta channel, and you can also have another device that have more applications or more complete environment and subscribes to a candidate channel, a Snap candidate channel. So that will helps you to do more integration tasks with the Snap. And once you're done with the first two phases, your release team can promote the snaps into a stable channel or another stable channel with different tracks on the Snap Store. So that's how that can work for you for deploying a Snap into multiple different devices in different development phases. So let's come look into the developer journey of publishing a Snap or establish a Snaps published to your product or your projects, right? So the first thing on the left-hand side is you always need a Ubuntu Desktop or a Ubuntu server to help you build the first snaps. And after you build the first snaps, you can upload it to the store, right? So Ubuntu Store, we have a public store, which is made for everyone, free for charge, and anyone can register account and start publish your snaps in the public store. And a different type of the store is more for private usage, which is more for enterprise, that they are going to start their own facility, and they have their own categories of the Snap packages that they have concern to share in public. So that's when they can have a private store, which we call a brand store. So let's not talk about the brand store today. Let's focus on the public one. So when you have the Snap published to the public store, just like what I did a few minutes ago, and the next thing is that you can have the Snap available for any other Ubuntu environment. It doesn't matter if it's a Ubuntu server or it's a Ubuntu Desktop or a Ubuntu core device, or even different version of Ubuntu. So one of the advantage for publishing snaps is that the Snap Store doesn't care which version of Ubuntu that you're running on your device, right? So let's say if you have one device running 1604, the other device is running 2004, they can always get to access to the same Snap content that you published. So that's the Snap, but that doesn't care what your local Ubuntu version flavor is, always available for you to download the same Snap to your own devices. So that's kind of convenient in the old days, that when you are publishing maybe Debian package or a PPA, or Debian package to via PPA or via different Debian release tools, that always bounded to a specific Ubuntu version or a Ubuntu release, right? And the convenience of making the application into a snap is that you don't need to worry about that anymore. Sometimes you still, because maybe there are version-to-version compatibility, but in general, Ubuntu, the snaps will run on any Ubuntu version just easy, just it could. So that's not really a version gap for running the same snap on different Ubuntu versions. So that's how it works. So that's kind of the developer journey for making a snap or make an application into a snap and manage that to different devices or different Ubuntu environments. So let's come back to the snap management portal. So now we can see the snap now it's complete the build. So let's see one of the build how it was being built. So this is actually the where that you can tell where it was being built. It was building the snap was built on the Launchpad infrastructure and running on the Ubuntu environment to build the snap, right? So when it does the build, it was running on one of the Ubuntu build farm and one of the Ubuntu server with the local environment. So for example, this snap was built for ARM HF, which is ARM 62-bit environment. And this is a server runs Ubuntu ARM 62-bit environment. So that means your snap is actually natively built on a Ubuntu environment. That was a huge relief for anyone who was struggling about cross-build or a cross-architecture build of the snaps. The Snapcraft was doing the work for you by leveraging the huge infrastructure that we already have for Ubuntu that was building ARM binaries, building x86 binaries, and even PowerPC or Intel system, but IBM system, different binary build. So that's pretty easy. I was complete my snap build for all the 6 different architectures. So next thing for me, I'm showing what if I do when I make a new changes to my my code, right? So let's try to add a new file. Let's touch this is a new. Let's just touch file. That'll be easier. So now I'm adding a new file into my source code, which can be anything, right? The next thing I make sure I add this and commit to the code, adding a new file. So let's see if that's in the log. Okay, so I have that in the log now. I have the new file added to my source. And the next thing is I'm going to push the change into my GitHub repo. So let's go back to the GitHub repo. Now it was not there. And after I refresh, now I have a new file in my GitHub repo and a new commit in my GitHub repo. Let's come back to the snap. So I was not touching this tab in particularly, right? It was always automated to build the new snap whenever I have a new commit into my into my GitHub repo. It was doing the work for me. And after the build is complete, right? Now it's in progress. Let's just give a moment. It's going to take a few minutes. So after the build is complete, that will goes into your temporary storage space for your snap, right? Then you can manage the snaps into different release channel. Just as easy as you can see right here, right? I have a new snap available. Now I'm going to release to maybe public or to the AMD 64 environment, or to a ARM server. I have an ARM server. I will show you later. So I'm release the two snaps into the snap store. One is to the x86 store, and the other one is to the ARM 64 store. So I'm saving it. Let me just log into my another server. Don't hack my server, please. So this is a ARM server that I have at home. Now I'm logging it to it. This is a ARM architecture. Let me show you some evidence that it's a ARM. So yes, this is a ARM 64-bit kernel on my machine, right? And let's see if we can search the snap. This is snap. It's there. So I was able to publish the same snap with the different CPU architecture just this easy, right? It's amazing. So if maybe I just remove it and I demote that to, how can I demote that? Release date, close. Okay, let's close this. How to remove? Okay, let's just try close, right? Let's close. So when I hit the close, that means I'm closing this channel for every release of my snap. So let's try again. If I search the snap again, it's still there. Amazing. Why? Let's close it all. Once it's there, it's already there. I think it's gonna take a while to take it out from the cache, I guess. So let's not worry about that. Let's come back to the build process. So now I have a new package is almost finishing on the launchpad. So let's this is a very easy snap, right? So you can use the service that within the Snapcraft environment for applications that you are building for. And this is sometimes somehow that can be worrisome for a private project, that right? You don't want to share the code to a external server. So because when you publish the source to a GitHub account, or when you publish the binary to a Launchpad account, that somehow makes your code can be somehow public accessible, right? If someone knows how to get to search a Launchpad build, they can get to your source code somehow. So alternatively, there's a way to also establish the private Cicd process, which I'm going to do today, is to introduce another tool called Fabrica. So let's come to the going to the Snap Store and let's search Fabrica. So Fabrica is a building tool in a Snap that was created by one of our colleagues. What it does is that it gives you a private build server on any Ubuntu server or Ubuntu devices that you wish it to build a snap for you automatically. So I have that been set up on one of the my VM. So let me just pull that in. So this is a Ubuntu server running on a virtual machine, which is pretty new. And let's see what is the IP. So when you go into the Fabrica, there's a pretty much every command or instruction that you need to know to initialize the Fabrica environment for you. So when I have these machine install Fabrica snaps already, so the next thing is I would need to get access to these build server in particular. So the way to get to the build server for you is that to reach to the device IP and with the port 8000. So let's try, what was the IP again? 1028. So let's go to the, okay, I already did that. So it's clean because I was not adding any repo prior. So that's a private build service, a private build, Snap private build server running on my virtual machine. It's internal and it's only accessed under the NAT. I'm not going to release my code to the public, but what it does, it's able to get the code from any GitHub repo. So you can get it from GitHub, or you can get it from a private Git server if you have the access, right access for it, and you can specify the SSH key to access to the Git server. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to make it access to the same repo I was creating with the snap, right? So let's okay, copy. So I adding the Git repo from the GitHub and switch to the Git branch, and I don't need the SSH key to download the code, so I'm just going to add. So after I add this, it basically doing the same thing. That will build the snap for me automatically whenever I trigger or I commit a new set of the code to my Git repo. So that will do the work for me, and within my my private facility or my private server that prevent my code goes to public before I knew it, right? So that's how it works. That's two different way to establish your CI/CD process. And however, the Fabrica was not doing the automatic upload to the store for you. It was hosting the snap privately on the server, my server only. It was not uploading. So you can either download the snap and upload to the store manually, or you can set up a script to download the snap and upload that snap for you. Either way, that will do the work. So that's pretty much it. So I guess that's for the end of the slide. I'm not going to present the rest of the piece. It was a little bit repeat. Okay, I think we have some time left. Let's come back to maybe Q&A. If anyone have any questions. Do we have any question from the chat?
Still no question from the chat. Maybe someone have a question for Taiten? Or is it clear? Or do you have quiz, Taiten?
Oh, someone was giving me a hint that I need to log into the GitHub. Yeah, I forgot that. Okay, if no questions, I guess that's it for my session today.
Okay, thank you, Taiten.
Cool.
Is it correct to pronounce Taiten or Taiten?
Either way, but I usually go by Taiten.
Taiten, okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay then, thank you.
Thanks everyone.
Cool.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, goodbye.